Hello everyone. Today I'm going to narrate the poem My Mother at 66, and we will discuss line by line every literary devices inside the poem and the overall theme, what it wants to represent, what it wants to convey, the message in the poem My Mother at 66. Okay, this poem My Mother at 66 deals with the theme of aging, a person's love for her mother, separation, uncertainty, and death. Okay, everyone. This poem is in first person narrative. This is first person confessional poem. Confessional poem, students, it's about the how you feel inside your heart, your mind, whatever the thoughts are revolving around your area and how you feel about them. These poems are confessional poems, and that captures the reader's attention and provides a glimpse of complexity. And here we have a relationship about a mother and daughter. How a daughter feels about her mother, how there is a fear of separation, how her childhood fear imposes on her. So Kamala Das, she is our she was our Indian poetess, belong from Kerala, and she wrote many novels also from in Malayalam and Padmavati, the Harriet, and other stories also. So this very poem, now here she is very sensitive about what? Her emotions, her relationship with her mother. So, from the very first stanza, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Now, view कहाँ का है, कहाँ की representation है? The view is that she is driving, and she is uh, driving from her parents' home. What she looked towards her mother. How her mother is doing and how she is feeling, how she is looking. The poet wants to convey from her perspective. Now her mother is dozing. Her mouth is open. Her face Asian like that of a corpse. Now her mother is looking like a dead body. Now students, pay attention to the literary device. Come here. Asian like that of a corpse. When we compare two things with the connection of like and as, there we put literary device simile. Simile used in many poems, and when it connects with like and as, so here poet is comparing her mother's body to the dead body, and realized with pain that she thought away and looked but soon put that thought away. Now on the one hand, at the one moment she is thinking of her mother, how she is looking, what she is doing, how she is feeling. On the other hand, she put her thoughts away. She don't want to get indulged in that deep thoughts and that sad thoughts. Now what she see outside, when she puts her thoughts away and looked out at young trees sprinting, married children spilling out of their homes, then after the airport security check standing a few yards. Now everyone pay attention to these words, trees sprinting and married children spilling. There is a direct contrast to her mother to trees sprinting. Trees sprinting, you have seen trees running behind when you are driving or traveling in a bus or in a train. Same as the poet feels that trees are running behind. So this is a human quality. Trees can't run backwards. Okay, so here the literary device will be personification. And the married children spilling out of their homes. Married children, they are running out of their homes. This imagery, this contrast. What married children shows? Aliveness, happiness, what they are feeling. And they are very happy and they are enjoying the moment. But on the other hand, poet's mother, she is aged, she is pale, she is in pain, she has a fear of her ongoing age and her old age, and maybe she has a fear that her mother will die soon. So, these children are spilling out of their homes, but after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. Now, again, she is comparing her mother's face with late winter's moon. As now we have as word, and we are comparing these her mother's face with winter's moon, that is pale and that is dull. As you have seen in winters that everything is not clear, there is blurriness, so she is not clear about her future as well. So here will be the poetic device will be simile, and her childhood fear, her familiar ache of separation comes again. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. Now, all the thought process, her confessional thoughts are going inside her, inside Kamla Das, inside poetess. Her mother is not uh, getting what a poet is thinking, and she is just feeling. She is not telling her mother. What she said. She said, "See you soon, Amma." So there is a hope here. When she says, "See you soon, Amma," obviously there is a hope. She want to meet her mother again. And I did was smile and smile and smile. We have repetition of words. What? Smile. Smile plays the most important part, and it is repeated 3 times. Yes, of course she want to see of her mother with smile. She don't want to show her pain, her agony, and her childhood fear. So this is our poem, and we have 5 NCRT questions in the poem, described in our poem. The one of them is, what is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? Yes, as I have told you that she is feeling the pain of her childhood and separation, and there is a time and aging concept. So there is a death that is inevitable. She can't control death, she can't control time, and she can't control her thoughts also. One time she is very serious, one time she is thinking of happiness and aliveness that is contrasted to her mother. Second question, what are the young trees described as? Sprinting. Why? Why the young trees are described as sprinting? Because poet is looking outside the car, and when she is riding in the opposite direction, and on the other hand, her mother is yawning, her dozing, and her face is pale. But on the other hand, a tree shows liveness, and there is life inside them. Third question, why has the poet brought in the image of married children spilling out of their homes? Same with the married children when they are moving outside, when they are playing outside, what they represent. And there is a contrasting image also here. And on the other hand, there is a suffering, there is pain. And what they are, there is an emphasis of energy, charm, beauty of and youth. Yes, married children represent youth and beauty, but on the other hand, her mother represents lifelessness and ageness and death. She symbolizes. And why she compares in the fourth question to the late winter's moon? Because late winter's moon represents the opaqueness, the dullness, the paleness, and same she is comparing with her mother's face. So, and we have the last question. Why her parting words defines what it signifies. Smile signifies a form of what she pretends. She wants to meet her mother again. There is a contrasting image of inner pain and outward behavior. On the outside, poet is showing her very good behavior, but inside she is feeling pain that is very much. So in the this very box, what we noticed inside the poem is that it indicates a single thread of thoughts uh, intercepted with observation of the real world around and the way these are connected to the main idea. Obviously, this is a confessional poetry, and there is continuity. One hand she is thinking of something, and other hand she is thinking of something. So this is the wrap of our poem. Thank you.